Hey, Coach, we'll get started here shortly. And we'll start with Tim Reynolds.
Hi, Eric. Good to see you.
Hey, Tim.
What's it? Again, this was another night where it had to get in the mud a little bit, and that seems to be a place where you guys have gotten increasingly more comfortable being. How is this something that just develops over time with a team, the ability to win when everything's not coming easily?
Well, it could go the other way too. That we were there and contesting, and sometimes that can demoralize your spirit. We stayed the course, and forced some misses down the stretch, and then Jimmy was fantastic. Obviously, you know, uh, if there's ever a stat line that did not do a player justice, that was tonight. I was looking at it, looked at the box score before I came in here. I was thinking for sure that would have been a triple double game, 5 steals, uh, because it felt like it. It felt every bit of one of those monster winning games that Jimmy put together on both sides of the floor. It felt like he had 6 steals. Felt like he had 10 deflections. Um, so he really put the team on his back. Down in that fourth quarter.
Eric, even when things weren't going great, you kept saying that behind the scenes you're seeing it, you're seeing progress. Is it fair to say that this team has more confidence now, or was the confidence ever wavering, even when things weren't going great?
Look, it would be natural, to have whatever emotions we felt about it. We've had every emotion: frustration, anger, confidence, and then everything in between. We had some of those close games where we actually did a lot of things, more good things than bad things, but we had some key breakdowns down the stretch and would lose those really tough losses. It's really about how what happens after that. Are you making it worse than it is, or are you learning from it and collectively trying to be better?
Next, we have Ira Winderman.
Eric, it's been such a whirlwind recently for Tyler, but the kind of guy like you would talk about as being ignitable and can always do it. How important was his contribution today? Not just even the points, but the rebounds and the activity. And just can you talk about a little bit this ongoing fourth quarter trust you have in him, whether it's necessarily going statistically great for him or not?
Yeah, he's very similar, to a lot of the really good players in this league. Gorn did it the other night. That it doesn't matter what you're doing or what he's doing in the quarters before that. He can flip the switch, and it's just a concentration and confidence factor for him. And he makes timely plays. Whether it was that big three, or he had some good defensive possessions, led to rebounds as well. But the really good players in this league, find a way to impact winning, and it can look in a lot of different ways, down the stretch.
And then one question about their guys. Will Nikola Vucevic torment the Miami Heat till his last day? It just seems over the years he's always found a way. You look at his stat line all the time, win or loss, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, I mean he's gotten so much better too. Over the years, this is a career best year. He's been great, for several years, and he's particularly given us nightmares. But this year it's even different. It feels like you're looking at the modern day Dirk Nowitzki, out there tonight. He basically did everything, and he knows how to go early before you can get your coverage, to him.
Thank you.
Next, we have Cooper Moorhead.
So I think we asked you this early last year in that Houston game when Jimmy had 5 or 6 steals. But now that you've spent more time with him, where does his sense of calculated risk on the defensive end compare to other guys you've coached?
You know what? He has very disciplined gambles. I know that's counterintuitive, but I've coached players that will totally take themselves out of a play. Jimmy's a very disciplined team defender, and you saw that just the level of discipline that's required to guard somebody like Ross after he's on a roll. And basically, Jimmy took that assignment in the fourth quarter. because he can do a lot of different things off the ball, and then once he gets the ball, he knows how to raise, split, draw fouls, and Jimmy just took away all the mistakes that you can make. But when he's on the weak side, he just has a knack. It's those timely plays that you almost, it's super high IQ, and then that cat quickness that he has that you can't teach, that he's just first to the ball. That surprises everybody. I'm sure it surprises the passer. They're unpredictably creative, so it's not necessarily something that, okay, this is a tendency that you can prepare for. It's just in the moment, his greatness is able to make some of those steals and reads that are uncommon.
Next, we have Anthony Chang.
Okay, so you often say how what Andre does is just show up on the box score, and tonight he again played the entire fourth quarter. He had the offensive rebound, the three. How important has he been to this team's fourth quarter success just over the past few weeks?
Oh, he's absolutely critical. He has all the championship experience, and it shows. There's just a level of confidence that we all have. But to answer that, Anthony, just ask every single one of his teammates in the fourth quarter how comfortable they feel with Andre on the court. He just brings incredible stability and playmaking. There are a lot of plays I can think of 5-6 plays in the fourth quarter defensively on him on the weak side, and none of them led to a stat, where he protected on a lot of different situations that could have gone awry, that would have led to an open shot. But his IQ, snuffed them out before they actually were able to exploit it.
Thank you.
Next, we have Josh Moser with WSVN Channel 7. Go ahead, Josh. You're still muted.
There we go. Hey, Coach. How does your team winning without Bam on the floor, especially against a team with a big guy like Nikola, help you when Bam comes back?
Yeah, you have to have a bunch of guys step up. Bam was averaging 35 minutes a game for us, and he does so many dynamic things to us. So, different guys step up, and it's centered by committee, but KO's really helped out, shifting over a spot, and KZ and Precious and Silva have all given us really important plug minutes. It's just different guys contributing, but we've been dealing with this all season long, having to manage with different guys out.
All right, that's it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.